chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stand for time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size.
It's week 18 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Rams and the Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the counter, Gibson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, Whitfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Stafford on third down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Here's Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
It's now third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A give up the middle to Gibson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll look to throw here. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from from the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And that'll be caught by Kupp. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Stafford steps away. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know who their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Stafford on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw again on second down. Stafford has got it to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play action. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
On first down, Whitfield. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Touchdown! Van Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First possession in the second half now for Washington. Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll drop to throw. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the move to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He finds Robinson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Trying to create a little bit of hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Whitfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That'll be caught by Kupp.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 2. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Whitfield. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Now Washington down by 10, a little under a minute to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. On one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Los Angeles, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.